Yeah, episode 1 of Caffeine Confessions. Sucking on some super mocha AeroPress as I make my way to work on this first drive. Talking shit to you folks here on YouTube. What's happening is Caffeine Mark on the way to making coffee, changing the world. One coffee at a time. We're on good time today. I'm normally just a couple of minutes late, but here we go. We're on our way. I'm indicating out of my fucking driveway and I'm on a dead-end street. I'm on fire. I really am on. Just in case the police are watching, you never know. You could be reported by the peoples, yeah? Ha ha ha! Let's go. Caffeine Confessions and talking shit. The reason why I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this for the first time, I'm going, why am I watching this? Am I wasting my time? Probably are, but I'm going to try and get some, I hate this term, but some nuggets of knowledge for you in some way. And share what I have learned over my 20 years of making coffee and 37 years on this beautiful, somewhat would say flat planet Earth. But 20 years of making coffee. 20 years ago to this day, I was pretty much homeless, living in a condemned house in the Newton Gully in Auckland, and they were hard days. Shit had got pretty intense, and I honestly had no idea how much fucking trouble I was in, because nobody tells you when you're 17 how fucked you are, or maybe you just don't listen. So I didn't listen, and I went on with things, but eventually it led me to 20 years ago from not far off this date, walking into a place called Edge City Cafe, claiming that I could fucking cook because I'd worked as a dishwasher in a fucking pub and a guy who picked up glasses, but I thought, you know what, I can reheat a lasagna, I should be able to cook. That was my logic as a 17-year-old. I needed money. It was time to survive. It was do or die, my friend. You either do something or you're done for. So, what happened next is that Edge City Cafe, beautiful gentleman. Hey, I knew this was going to change my life because I was a big fan of Ben Harper, and when I walked in, the music that was playing was Ben Harper, so I was like, oh, it's a sign. And then, beautiful gentleman, Nigel Tolmash, still alive to this day, and he took me on and very quickly realised that I had no idea what I was doing in the kitchen. Absolutely no fucking idea at all. And instead of just going, get the fuck out of here, you crazy loony child, which he probably should have done at the time to a delusional 17-year-old who thought he could cook when he clearly had no fucking idea. But anyway, he said, would you like to learn how to make coffee? And I was like, fuck yeah. And I had been fascinated by coffee since I was a kid, when I used to go to the Café de Cologne with my mother in France, which standard of coffee, not fantastic, but to stir the curiosity and to sow the seed of coffee curiosity, should I use again, in the mind of a child who honestly thought that every time I heard someone foaming milk, I thought that was connected to the teats of a cow out the back that was slowly getting skinnier and skinnier as the milk was expanded from its moo-like nipples. But anyway, turns out it wasn't true. You actually have to put the milk in the jug, and just for people who thought that there was still a cow stuck out the back of a fucking cafe. Replace the cow! The cow is empty! Go fetch another cow! So yeah, you know, those are the things, these are the questions I had to answer. So I thought the best way to answer them is get behind a coffee machine. The opportunity came up with Nigel Tolmash going, would you like to learn? And I said, fuck yeah. And so this is in 1997 or early 98. In 97, early 98. I'm trying to remember. I can't actually remember what happened that Christmas or who I was with. So I'm trying to focus on that. So if I ever have to write a book about this shit, I can remember where I was on those dates. I can kind of remember where I was on my birthday, which is in July, but then December's a bit of a mess. Probably because it was summer in New Zealand and we used to party. So, Nigel Tolmash, God bless your cotton socks, my friend, for letting me, a delusional 17-year-old, behind your coffee machine, with rough training at the time. 1997, 1998, New Zealand, rough training for coffee, but they love their coffee, and they wanted to do it right, and I was in the middle of it, and I wanted to learn, and that was the beginning of the adventure. End of 97, beginning of 98, Edge City Cafe, Auckland City! Out the back, I think it was in Westmere. I think it was out the back of the Western Spring Stadium. I think it was Westmere. I can't remember now. But I'll look it up on the map and I'll clarify things. But anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing these things. It's just so, if anybody's watching this and going, how do I become a barista? There's no true way to become a barista. You take the opportunity. Now you can actually learn. It's 2017, 20 years later. You can take courses, recommendations, Facebook, social media, all that shit. You can show off so much stuff. It's awesome. But the fact of the matter is, back then, coffee saved my life. And it was the one job that I fell in love with, that I thought, you know what? This is something I love. I never thought, I could do this for the rest of my life. I never thought, 20 years, I'll still be behind a coffee machine. But even though I'm behind the coffee machine, I really do love maybe I'm a simple person, but I genuinely love making coffee. And through the change of things with latte art and bits and bobs, shit, it's got a bit more interesting. But it does feel weird when you're like, I've been doing the same thing for 20 years. Yeah, I fucking love it. I genuinely enjoy what I do. I love meeting people, love talking to people, love cheering them up, love telling them to fuck off when they're rude. All that kind of stuff. All the stuff that comes along with hospitality when you're, hey man, how you doing? Good. You want a cappuccino? Yeah, awesome. Hey, good to see you again. Have 3, blah, 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 blah. You make friends, lose friends, make customers, lose customers, whatever, dude. It's a beautiful adventure. It's a great place to be in, great place to meet people, great place to develop personal people skills. Behind the coffee machine, yakking to people, under pressure, having to deal with different languages, all of this shit. No one tells you this when you sign up as a barista, but after 20 years, it's just part of the job. It's good fun, really good fun. And on top of that, coffee just makes it fucking awesome. So, there you go. Episode 1 of Caffeine Confessions, I guess. How I came to be.